I literally just told you I fucked with you. How can you say this? What did I do to you?
Plaqueboymax said one thing about NBA YoungBoy's music, and suddenly everything exploded. Threats started flying, diss tracks followed, and phone calls reportedly came in from people in YoungBoy's camp. But while everyone online was focused on the beef itself, something else was quietly surfacing about YoungBoy in Paris. And what people began uncovering had the potential to change the entire narrative. To understand how this situation even started, you have to go back to the beginning and look at how these two ended up clashing in the first place. The full timeline behind this drama is honestly wild, and very few people have actually broken down how it all unfolded step by step. When you see how everything developed from start to finish, it becomes clear why the internet completely lost its mind over this moment. The situation first sparked in February 2026 when Plaqueboymax, a popular Twitch streamer with more than 500,000 followers known for giving brutally honest hip-hop opinions, decided to react to YoungBoy's track Head Tap from the album Massa during one of his live streams. Now the context here is important. Max wasn't some random critic trying to tear YoungBoy down. For years he had actually been one of the most outspoken supporters of YoungBoy's music in the streaming space. He regularly played YoungBoy's songs on stream, praised his releases, and talked about how long he had been listening to his catalog. By his own admission, he had been a fan since middle school. In other words, part of his entire platform was built on showing love to YoungBoy's music. But on this particular stream, when Max played the track, it simply didn't land for him the way he expected. And that one honest reaction is where the entire situation started to spiral.
I like this. It's Mickey with a butt.
And that was it. That was the entire issue that set everything off. Plaqueboymax simply said he wasn't feeling one song from NBA YoungBoy. Not the whole album, not YoungBoy as an artist, not his legacy, and not the incredible run he has been on. It was just one single track from the project that didn't personally connect with him. Max even made sure to show respect while saying it, making it clear that YoungBoy had been on an incredible streak lately with his recent releases. He acknowledged the momentum YoungBoy has built and gave him credit for the consistency he has shown in the music game. But despite the respectful tone, that one honest opinion was all it took for the situation to start spiraling into something much bigger.
To be honest, bro, shout out YB, I'm not finishing this album. This is not for me.
Max kept it honest and explained that he's the type of person who isn't going to force himself to listen to something that doesn't connect with him. Plaqueboymax made it clear that not every song or project is going to land with every listener. And that's just the reality of music. He emphasized that it wasn't personal toward NBA YoungBoy at all. In his view, everyone has different tastes, and sometimes a track simply doesn't resonate with someone the way it might with others. That's just part of how the game works, and there's nothing wrong with being honest about it.
You're a great artist, but this specific project, I can't finish. I'm the type of if I don't like some, I'm not gonna finish.
Now any regular person with common sense would hear that and think it was just a respectful opinion, nothing serious. Plaqueboymax gave his take and moved on. No drama, no disrespect. But things didn't stay calm for long. Within hours of the clip spreading across TikTok and multiple Instagram fan pages, NBA YoungBoy jumped onto X and went off on Max. His posts were aggressive and personal, calling Max out and accusing him of moving in a strange way. At one point he even told Max not to bother responding online. The posts immediately went viral, and the internet was shocked because Max hadn't attacked YoungBoy as an artist. All he did was say one song didn't really land for him personally. That was it. Max ended up seeing YoungBoy's response while he was live on stream, and he looked genuinely confused. He couldn't understand how a simple opinion about a song had turned into such a serious reaction from a major rapper. From his perspective, he had only shared an honest reaction, but suddenly it felt like the situation had turned into something much bigger than a music review.
I literally just told you I fucked with you. How can you say this? What did I do to you?
The confusion in Plaqueboymax's voice was completely genuine, and you could hear it clearly on the stream. For years, he had consistently shown love to NBA YoungBoy and supported his music. Max regularly played YoungBoy's tracks on his streams, kept them in rotation, and promoted new releases to an audience of tens of thousands of viewers almost every day. So from his perspective, it felt strange that after years of support, one honest critique about a single song led to him getting called out in front of the entire internet by the very artist he had been backing for so long. When you really think about it, the situation felt completely backwards.
I say, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like the song, but YB, I too heavy, bro. I just don't like this song. If that's girl me giving my opinion, I don't understand, bro.
Plaqueboymax made it crystal clear that he wasn't about to back down from his opinion or pretend to change his stance just to keep the peace. At the same time, he also made it known that he wasn't trying to add more fuel to the fire or turn the situation into a bigger conflict than it ever needed to be. According to Max, it was simply an honest reaction to a song by NBA YoungBoy, nothing more and nothing less. From his point of view, it didn't need to escalate into a full-blown online feud.
I genuinely don't understand. This don't make no sense.
Then things started escalating fast. Plaqueboymax said his phone began blowing up non-stop. Around the same time, Montana Golden had already been going off in the comment sections online, adding even more fuel to the situation. During the stream, Max even showed proof that he had tried to calm everything down before it got out of control. He revealed that he had messaged Montana privately the day before, hoping to squash the issue early. In the message, Max explained that he had respect for the entire camp around NBA YoungBoy, and that there was no disrespect intended. He made it clear that he's just a streamer who gives honest opinions about music, because that's part of his job. According to Max, there was nothing but support and appreciation from his side. But the message never got a response. Max said the DM was left on read, almost like a message someone ignores when they don't want to deal with the conversation.
I said, yo gang, I with y'all heavy and why be heavy, bro? It's all love. I stream so I give my opinion. It's none more than that, Brody. All love and blessing.
That peace offering basically went nowhere and was left hanging online, and the situation kept escalating hour by hour. Plaqueboymax tried to calm things down, but the drama surrounding NBA YoungBoy continued to grow across social media. Then DJ Academics called into Max's stream, attempting to step in as a mediator and calm both sides of the situation. During the conversation, Academics explained what he had been hearing from people close to YoungBoy's camp. What he told Max gave viewers a rare glimpse behind the scenes at how YoungBoy's circle reportedly reacts when someone says something they don't like, even if it's a small critique. According to Academics, once someone in that circle feels disrespected, the response can escalate quickly, and that's exactly what it seemed like was happening in this situation.
Where I know he's played a song that he's like, yo, I think I gonna like, and I had no reaction, and he didn't have a problem.
DJ Academics explained the situation in simple terms. He said that he had actually spent time at NBA YoungBoy's house before and had heard unreleased music that YoungBoy was excited about. According to Academics, there were moments when he didn't react to the songs at all. No hype, no strong feedback, and YoungBoy didn't seem bothered by it. There was no issue and no drama in those situations. That's why the current reaction toward Plaqueboymax seemed confusing to a lot of people watching the situation unfold. From the outside, it looked like a simple opinion had suddenly turned into a much bigger conflict than anyone expected.
Always the clips that you're not ever giving them props. It seems like you're the biggest hater.
There was no tension, no argument, nothing like that. According to DJ Academics, NBA YoungBoy usually doesn't start beef with people just because they don't like one of his songs. That's why Academics suggested there might be something deeper going on behind the scenes that the public wasn't seeing. From his perspective, it was possible that YoungBoy felt the criticism from Plaqueboymax came off a certain way once the clips started circulating online. Academics pointed out that short clips spreading across TikTok can sometimes change the context of what someone originally said. He suggested that maybe the viral clips made Max look like he was hating on the track, even though that wasn't actually the case during the full stream.
Most rappers, a lot of times, they're not tuning into the Twitch stream, so they're gonna catch it.
Academics really dropped a gem there, explaining the whole dynamic in a way that made everything click. Rappers aren't sitting through full 2-hour Twitch streams watching the full context of someone's reaction. Most of the time, they're only seeing 10-second clips on TikTok, and the algorithm tends to push the negative takes because that's what gets the most engagement and attention. That means NBA YoungBoy probably never saw all the countless times Plaqueboymax hyped his music, praised his releases, and put him on a pedestal. Instead, all YoungBoy likely saw was that one short clip where Max said the track, Head Tap, didn't hit for him. That snippet alone was enough to spark the backlash, completely ignoring the bigger picture.
Yes, and he said it was something that I did in the past. It was a mistake.
So awesome sketch.
I almost just lost my mind.
And that's exactly how this entire beef blew up over literally nothing substantial. A 10-second clip taken out of context from a full 2-hour stream. But the online feud between Plaqueboymax and NBA YoungBoy was just the pregame. While everyone was focused on that drama, a completely different storm was quietly brewing. One that was about to hit in the wildest way imaginable. Rumors were surfacing that would change the whole narrative, and no one saw it coming. Not fans, not commentators, probably not even YoungBoy himself. While the smoke between Max and YoungBoy was dominating every hip-hop page, both were simultaneously dealing with personal rumors about their private lives that had been simmering behind the scenes for months. Max's situation surfaced first, laying the foundation for everything that followed. Back in July 2025, Fans did some deep internet digging and discovered what appeared to be an old profile of Max on a men-only dating platform, supposedly created when he was around 19 years old. Screenshots of the profile spread like wildfire across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and every gossip or clip page imaginable. The headlines were ruthless, and the comment sections were unforgiving. Most people in Max's position would have denied everything, hired a top-tier crisis PR team, and released a carefully worded statement through a spokesperson. Max did none of that. Instead, he went live on stream and addressed the situation directly, with no filter and no safety net. He owned it fully, took accountability, and admitted that it was something from his past he wasn't proud of, but emphasized that he had grown since then as a person.
There was a clip page that took the clip of me telling y'all that gay be in my DMs harassing me. I don't with that because I'm not gay. Took that clip and made some more gay.
Max also explained how these clip pages were twisting his words and completely flipping the narrative just to drive clicks. They were taking snippets from different streams recorded on separate days and stitching them together to make it look like he was confessing to things he never actually said. On the Club Ambition podcast, he broke down the entire play-by-play, showing how these pages manipulate engagement by creating fake storylines from heavily edited footage that removes all context. According to Max, the clips were crafted to provoke outrage and views, not to reflect what he actually said or meant. Max was already dealing with drama from his past when the YoungBoy beef popped off, making everything 10 times more complicated. But here's the twist most people slept on. NBA YoungBoy had his own rumors following him like a shadow, ready to explode in a way that shook the internet. On March 5, 2026, during Paris Fashion Week, YoungBoy showed up at the Rick Owens Fall-Winter 2026 show with his wife, Jazen, both dressed head to toe in matching all-black Rick Owens outfits, looking straight out of a dystopian fashion magazine. YoungBoy rocked a sleeveless spiked leather vest, showing off his tattoos, heavy chains, and designer boots. For Rick Owens, this look was nothing unusual. It's a brand known for pushing boundaries, but the internet lost it. Within hours, a viral post on X from Executive X Media claimed YoungBoy was repping the rainbow community, and the clip racked up millions of views overnight. Parody accounts and comment sections went absolutely wild, debating YoungBoy's personal life based purely on a designer outfit. The facts were simple. He was there with his wife, met fans, watched the show, and left. Multiple outlets, including Complex, confirmed he was just a guest enjoying fashion. No statements, no announcements, nothing. But by then, the damage was done. The timing couldn't have been worse. YoungBoy was fresh off publicly attacking a streamer over a mild music opinion, and now the internet was questioning his manhood over a fashion fit. Irony doesn't get thicker than that. He had called Max a female and told him to sit down, and now people were using his own outfit to throw those words back at him. That's where Max slid back into the picture in a way that flipped the whole narrative. Max never said anything about YoungBoy's personal life, but the timing of his own situation collided perfectly with YoungBoy's fashion controversy. Max had been transparent about his past and owned it publicly, while YoungBoy was being grilled online about his present. Content vultures and clip pages ran with it, stitching everything into one massive, chaotic narrative. By early March, the beef had already been amplified. On March 2nd, YoungBoy dropped an unreleased track seemingly taking shots at Max and Kaisnat, referencing real consequences. 3 days later, the fashion show optics had fans connecting dots, whether or not those dots actually existed. Commentary channels went wild, breaking down why streamers like Max shouldn't feel pressured to bow to rappers. The lesson was clear. YoungBoy felt streamers could be bullied, and the cultural conversation shifted from beef into deeper waters about power, insecurity, and masculinity. Max handled the situation with composure. He refused to fold on his opinion, refused to escalate the drama, and refused to duck tough questions about his past. Even when the internet urged him to either submit or attack, Max stayed in the middle, giving props to YoungBoy as an artist, standing firm in his right to give honest opinions, and keeping his streams rolling. He made it clear there was no personal grudge against YoungBoy. He still supported him, regardless of the chaos. This saga shined a bright spotlight on the broken relationship between streamers and rappers. Positive reviews meant free promotion, but any critique could make someone public enemy number one. Max didn't disrespect anyone. He simply said one song wasn't for him, yet the response he received revealed the harsh power dynamics in hip-hop and online culture. The internet tried to dictate the narrative using fashion show posts, dating app screenshots, and a simple music critique. YoungBoy's alleged coming-out story was completely fabricated, yet the viral narrative spread faster than facts could catch up. Max came out of it with respect for his authenticity, accountability, and refusal to be bullied. He didn't run from tough conversations or uncomfortable moments, and he remained true to himself throughout. The beef eventually simmered without any formal resolution. YoungBoy went back to releasing music nonstop, and Max continued building his platform. The internet moved on, but for those paying attention, the saga left lessons about truth versus perception, the power of context, and the dangers of letting algorithm-boosted clips control the narrative. At the end of the day, Max chose respect over retaliation. He kept it real, stayed authentic, and let the chips fall where they may. Whether you see him as a stand-up figure or a pushover depends on where you stood from the start, but one thing is certain. The internet will never forget how this unfolded, and the questions it raised about truth, masculinity, and online culture aren't going anywhere.